Stress physiology, the real cause of diabetes that we misunderstood. Hi, everyone. This is Real Easy Med Terms. In this session, we will learn about stress physiology, the real cause of diabetes that we misunderstood, Chapter 1. What insulin does. 1. What insulin does. Insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar level with glucagon. Hormones are secreted from endocrine glands and transmit various signals to each tissue of the human body. Insulin and glucagon are hormones secreted by the pancreas. Insulin is secreted by beta cells of the pancreas, and glucagon is secreted by alpha cells of the pancreas. When the blood sugar level rises above the reference level, insulin is secreted to lower the blood sugar level, and when the blood sugar level falls below the reference level, glucagon is secreted to raise the blood sugar level. After a meal, when the blood sugar level rises due to the digested and absorbed glucose, each tissue in the body receives the glucose into the cells and uses it as energy. During this process, resting skeletal muscle and fat cells and some organs need help from insulin to absorb glucose. Exercising skeletal muscles, brain, heart and kidneys can absorb glucose without the help of insulin. Some of the glucose that enters the muscle cells is used for exercise by the muscle, and the remaining glucose is converted into a large polymer called glycogen, where each molecule is woven together like a chain and stored in the muscle cells. Muscle cells store a certain amount of glycogen that can be used in case of low blood sugar, but since glycogen requires 3 times as much water to be made, the volume and weight increase, so they cannot store a large amount in the cell. Therefore, excess glucose is first stored in muscle cells in the form of glycogen, and the remaining glucose goes to fat cells, which are specialized energy storage cells in the subcutaneous tissue, where it is converted into triglycerides and stored. Although each molecule of fat is not as large as glycogen, it hates water and has a tendency to aggregate only with fat, so it can store more energy in a smaller space than glycogen. On an empty stomach, glucagon, a hormone that does the opposite of insulin, sends a command to break down nutrients stored in each cell, raising blood sugar. Cells that receive the signal from glucagon close the door of the glucose transporter, preventing glucose from entering the cell, and break down stored glycogen, protein, and fat to use it as energy. Even if the blood glucose level is low due to an empty stomach, when the body needs a lot of energy, glucagon is secreted to break down the nutrients stored in each cell and the blood sugar level rises. When the human body needs a lot of energy refers to when muscles are exercising or you are under stress. Hormones secreted in stressful situations are called stress hormones. Typical stress hormones include glucagon, epinephrine, norepinephrine, cortisol, thyroxine, and growth hormone. All stress hormones raise blood sugar level, but on the other hand, insulin is the only important hormone that lowers blood sugar level. The reason why there are far more hormones that raise blood sugar level than those that lower it is because hypoglycemia is more dangerous than hyperglycemia to our body. Complications from hyperglycemia appear slowly, while complications from hypoglycemia appear immediately. When you have low blood sugar level, your cells lose their energy sources, so you can no longer move and you can lose consciousness. Therefore, the human body mobilizes several hormones to precisely control blood sugar levels to maintain a constant level. In this session, we learned that insulin is responsible for signaling to open the door to the glucose transporter in the cell membrane, and giving orders to break down glycogen and fat stored in the cell. In next session, we will learn about the real cause of diabetes that we misunderstood, Chapter 2. What is insulin resistance? This is Real Easy Med Terms. Have a great day. See you again.